Guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Hopefully it is me you're looking for. Hopefully you've tuned in to the right YouTube channel. We're going to be getting into what should be the biggest game of the season. The first Manchester Derby and FA Cup final. We're going to be doing the preview. I've got some bad boys backstage. I've got my guys from the Man United agenda. But before I get them on, people, please get with the policy, and that is to hit the like on the premise that the stream will be good.
Do it. Do it.
All right.
That should be you. Hitting that like. It's a free like. But anyway, let me get my guests on. Got Mr. B. How are you
What's
doing,
happening?
my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. I'm excited and I'm nervous as well. I'm going to get on solo as well. How you doing, brother?
Listen, it's an absolute pleasure, and I do like the intro as well. All people got to do is hit that like. It's free of charge, man. It's free and subscribe.
Thanks for sparing your time, guys. And obviously, another guy from the Man United agenda on Monday. Let's get him on. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, not too bad, man. I got some ammunition today, and I like Martial. I ain't playing. I could be pulling it out, you know. So that's just. I'm trying to run some joke because you always run joke. I can't compete with your show. You've got so many little dubs there, you know. So I'm looking forward to what you got. I didn't like that Dread and Kevin Hart earlier though, but otherwise, yeah, keep it. Let's go.
Well, yeah, I just want to just give appreciation for you guys from the Man United agenda getting on. Your link to your channel is in the description, so everyone just hit a subscribe for the Man United agenda. These guys are a proper community channel. The way they do their streams is professional, and they've spared their time to come on my little humble waffling channel. You know what I mean? Go over there, give them a subscribe.
I think Eddie, you're not selling yourself well here, man. You're doing absolutely a fantastic job on here, man. Don't sit there and give other people credit, man, for what you do, and for you self-running this channel on your own as well, mate. It's big kudos, big respect to you. So you know what I mean. Take some appreciation, some credit for it.
I appreciate that. And we've got a late comer. She's been on before. It's Sophia from Sophia's Football Talk. How are you doing, girlfriends?
I am fine. Just had some issues with my camera right before, but we good to go. Thanks for having me, and I'm excited to be here with you guys. So yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sparing your time as well. Your link is in the description as well. So everyone get over and subscribe to Sophia's Football Talk. She's got some great streams going on. She's a Man United fan, obviously, and she does other streams for other clubs. So you know what I mean. Check it out. I just got to give some appreciation to people getting in the comments. Bobby K, I appreciate you getting in here. Gaming Simp, get over to his channel if you like. People playing games. He plays the apocalyptic games. Like there's games that he plays which is like the zombie apocalypse kind of games. So get over, subscribe to him. He's a Man United fan as well.
We're living that right now in London.
What's going on in London?
Ain't a game, man. We ain't playing. We ain't playing.
Wow. I hope you're safe. If it's going down in London like that.
I said, I'll pull out my shotgun and to show I ain't playing. You know, I'm pulling it out like Martial.
It's a pity Martial's out there for this big game. It's a pity he's out there. You know, he's not.
Darren Anderton 2.0, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, big up to Joe Blackman getting in here, Man United fan. Let's get waffling. Yes, we're gonna get into it. Ed Mayhem, he's been in on the Man United agendas chat. I met him on there. He's a great supporter of the content. Big up to you.
Sorry, Eddie. He's also played in the Man United agenda side.
Yes,
he's got a shirt number as well, and played in our side. Losing effort, but we've done all right. Big up, Ed.
Do you guys have highlights of that online? Because I was asking.
If we did, it would be plastered all over line because Mr. B scored a scorcher.
I gave away a penalty.
I guess Errol gave away, but that is online. We have got Errol's online, so we will be dropping that for you later.
Oh yeah, drop that. I want to check that out. So everyone subscribe to the Man United agenda. You see that they don't just only do commentary on the professional football; they do their own football. So I really give props to that kind of stuff. Big up to John Boy Cat as well, getting in here. Big up to you. Gong Shi, yo, thanks for getting in here. Matthew Bassett as well.
Yeah,
Thanks.
one of our own. He's one of our own.
own.
Yeah, man. Big supporter. Thanks to all of you getting in here. But I'm going to try and get back to your comments as we go through the show. But yeah, this is I'm feeling nervous, man. It's such a big game. We know what the narrative is. We know that Man City are trying to emulate us at Manchester United right now. They're trying to do the treble. They're trying, you know what I mean? We've got the power in our hands to compromise their aspirations. And we know that the team and Ten Hag are going to be professional. They're going to do all they can to stop these guys, you know, because they're the pretenders right now, you know, because we've got the legacy on our side. That's the thing. That's the thing. And to start off with, I want to get into the press conference. I don't know if you guys saw Ten Hag's press conference before. Today. I don't know if you guys were looking at it. I took a few notes on that. So I'm gonna go.
I'm all ears. I'm really excited to hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through some of the notes, and it was interesting. I mean, the first question he got was, "Will you have a bad summer if the final goes wrong?" Right? And
question.
yeah, I didn't like the question. I didn't like that because
Journalism?
it's one of those emotional questions where it's like you shouldn't allow emotions to dictate your kind of logic, you know, in terms of doing your project. And Ten Hag, from what I heard, he was saying that, you know, even if things go wrong, he's going to wait for things to calm down and then get to doing what he wants to do in the transfer market and get onto the training ground and obviously keep trying to implement his tactics. Ten Hag kept trying to say that, you know, he wants to focus on what he's doing. After that, he got asked a question about he says that there was a journalist that asked him how long will it take you to close the gap on Manchester City? Will it take for you to assess this game to see where you are, right? And then obviously Ten Hag was saying you can't just base the future on one game. He said you got to take it on the whole season. You got to look at the whole season's results and take from that sample, you know. Because if you're going to react after one game and you've lost it, that's going to destroy your mentality, isn't it? You know. So Ten Hag was just trying to, you know, be that kind of guy that's like he's focused on the overall project, not just one game. Because you know what, as fans, sometimes we tend to react too much to just one game, and that will just dictate our emotion. You know what I mean? If we're losing, we're like, oh, the world's ending, and that kind of thing. And we shouldn't do that, you know? And then there's more questions that came into him as well. In terms of the treble, he was asked, I'm just looking at my notes right now. Yeah, there was one question where he was asked, because what the journalist was saying, Sir Alex had to hand the manager of the season to Pep, and then he was asking if Ten Hag was, you know, worried about that kind of thing and how long it would take him to challenge, and Ten Hag just kept saying, "I'm focused on my project. We've made progress already, and we're going to go forward, and we just got to focus on what we're doing." That's the thing he kept saying when he was asked about the big occasion. He just kept saying, "We just got to focus on what we're doing." And a big question he got asked near the end was, "Is this the biggest game you've played in your career?" And Ten Hag said no.
Good.
Yeah, he said he didn't even want to go into that. He said that we've just got to focus on the game at hand, yeah, and going forward, we just got to go into the summer transfer market and get the targets that we want. So for me, from what I took for that is that Ten Hag is just focusing on his narrative. So I don't know what you guys think. Let me go to Mr. B. I mean, do you think Ten Hag is kind of nervous and he's kind of putting on a front, or is this Ten
Nope.
Hag like, I'm just focusing and he's just going to be managing the game and not managing the occasion?
He's a winner. He wants to win every game. He said that already. He ain't coming there to pet nobody. He wants Man United to win every single game. We moaned halfway through the season, oh, he's not resting this player. He's not resting that player. But he wanted to put the best team possible out. Oh, rest Rashford. Rashford needs a rest. No. Rashford played one of the games just before half time. You know, he was limping. He comes out. Martial's the one who comes off. Rashford stays on and scores. So he's instilling that mentality in the players. So no, he wants to win, and he's confident of winning. He's confident that he's going to win tomorrow.
That's what I'm liking, man. Errol, what are your thoughts?
You see, the thing with it is, Eddie, and I think when you think about it, and one manager said something recent, and that was Ralph Ranić, and it was to do with the attitude of the players of what Manchester United is. The players wasn't fit enough. None of the players was fit enough. Now, when Erik ten Hag first came in the club, the first thing he did was he went round, same as Sir Alex Ferguson, introduced himself to everyone, even down to the tea lady, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Then he went round, went to the training ground, introduced himself to everyone there as well. What I can get from the press is Ten Hag doesn't give too much away. He keeps everything in one place. And what I mean by that is the press is trying to get more from him, but he's not allowing them to get what they actually physically want from him. So he is now concentrating on transfers, whatever transfer is going to happen. He knows what he wants and who he wants. He's not going to tell the press that, because the minute you say something, it's everywhere. Man United as a club as well, as we know in the press, everything get leaks. You know, so with the mentality Ten Hag has come in with, right, if stuff get leaked now, you know, there's going to be repercussion. So stuff cannot get leaked within the club. Now, when you're talking about people asking a question and about the project, this and that and the other, you got to look at how long Pep Guardiola has been at Man City, 8 years or so. Ten Hag's only been here, not even a full season yet. But yet, Ten Hag's gone and won a trophy. He's also on the verge of winning another trophy. Man United is nowhere near the level where Man City is. Man United didn't spend £1 billion on centre-backs to get it right. Next season, Man City will go out again and spend probably about 300-400 million on other players. Man City will just get stronger and stronger and stronger. But the only thing I would say is the press need to start writing down some good questions for when Man City actually tribunal come around, and they've got to answer all these questions about, you know, the 100 and something bits and pieces of what is gone wrong with Man City and taking trophies away from you. So let's write that up rather than worrying about Ten Hag and Ten Hag's answer and giving him some dumb questions. You know, let's look at logically. It's building. That's all Ten Hag's doing. Day by day, building, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll come to Monday next as well. What were your thoughts on some of the things that Ten Hag was saying in the press conference? Does it give you confidence that, you know, he's just obviously just trying to focus on our narrative rather than, you know, trying to manage the occasion?
Well, look, let's put it like this. It's cricket season now, so I'm not talking cricket terminology here. They've been bowling like Yorkers, in swingers, out swingers all season at Ten Hag, and he's still in. This is a great innings. He hasn't been bowled out yet. They're all these stupid journalists coming up with little swerve balls and little trying to delay tactics or kind of thing. He is hitting them out the park, hooking off his side there, on the onside, on the outside. He's taking every ball apart. He's such a don, cool, calm, collected. None of these questions can faze him. That you really made me laugh, Eddie, when you said one of the questions, right? Are you scared? Like basically saying, are you scared? Like he's gonna go, yeah, we're for some attitude. Yeah, we're rubbish. Take that out of there, man.
Man.
You don't know where he's protecting his wicket, and the wicket is Man United in the changing room, and all the guys behind that. Straight back. They can't bowl him out at all. So credit to Ten Hag. He's a brilliant manager because the media side of things, he protects the whole club. He's so disciplined. He's so He's so clever, he's so wise, and he's never phased. You never see him dripping. I was watching earlier, these things pop up on social media. It was about the Kevin Keegan thing when Fergie was sitting back, blah, 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 Leeds United, next thing you know, you see Keegan giving it, and he lost his cool. Benitez lost his cool. As a manager, you need to protect your house and have calm, a calm before the storm. And that storm is something big is brewing. As Errol was saying, it's something big is brewing. Storm is brewing out there because managers know, every rival fan knows, we're building something nice here. And we've got the manager in front of us with his staff leading the exodus from mid-table or outside the top four to the top four and to the top of the league again. And it starts tomorrow with a great performance against Manchester City in the FA Cup final. I love the manager. He's a media don.
Wow. On Monday, I just got to say, man, I love the energy as well. Like,
Yes.
We know Ten Hag is that kind of guy where, he doesn't give too much away. Like, do we think that Ten Hag's got this kind of energy when he's talking to the players? Because I would love for him to have that kind of energy where, okay, it's not just tactics, but like inspiring a bit of that passion as well. Because you need to balance it. There.
Sophia, you can take that because I know you can see you nodding there with your Afro puffs like rage. Let them have it. Answer that for me because I've got an answer, but people on the same page.
I mean, I'm excited for tomorrow. I think Uncle Eric, he will show up. He will definitely have the lads really know what tomorrow is about. So I like how calm and collective he is. But behind the scenes, he gonna be giving it to them 100% more than you believe. He will. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just really hope that the players as well, like they take from the calmness that Ten Hag is showing in these press conferences, because sometimes when you do play the occasion, we've seen it. You can kind of lose your head, make mistakes. You can like maybe make the wrong kind of foul. I just got a thought of like Dalot in the Man City game at the Etihad, where he just got a yellow card. Like, what was it? The first 5 minutes, something ridiculous like that.
I think the first
it's like I hope Ten Hag has got his guys disciplined. Say it again, Sophia.
I mean, as you mentioned, the yellow card he got, I think it was maybe within the first 2 minutes or something like that. But it kind of set the precedent of the rest of the game. Like we were kind of thinking, this is gonna be a long day, which it was. 6-3. That was indeed a long day. But and then at Old Trafford, reversed. So we can do it again, I believe.
That's what I want to believe, is that even though Man City were bad in the Old Trafford game, I just hope on the subconscious, we're thinking that because we have beat them, that's a kind of a premise that we can build on. We know that they're not robots. I know people call Haaland the android, this guy that's he's just robotic. But it's like they are human. They've had bad games.
Yeah. But Eddie, with that though, Eddie, sorry to interrupt, but for Man United under Ten Hag and the meeting they've had so far, I think goals scored in the two games they played against each other. Am I right in saying it's something like 7-5 or something like that on aggregate? The score is 7-5 between the meetings of them.
Is it 8?
I think something like
in terms of the league game.
In the league, 7-5,
7-5. Okay.
7-5.
7-5.
Yeah, 7-5. Yeah. So 7-5 with that. Now, for me, it's like you said, not a lot of people rate Harry Kane. You put Harry Kane in that team this season, and you're telling me Harry Kane ain't scoring them goals where Haaland scored. Haaland's a great player, fantastic player. Take nothing away from Haaland, but if he's getting the service, imagine now bringing Harry Kane in and look at Bruno Fernandes' stats, Imagine having Harry Kane up front with Bruno Fernandes, those stats. And Rashford scored 30 goals this season as well. So as much as we're saying Man City is a playing football side, they're this, that, and the other, listen, you've got to sit there. You still got to have faith that Manchester United can go in this game. It's a one-off game. It's at Wembley. We own Wembley. That's where I look at it. We own Wembley. We run Wembley when we go to Wembley, So we are going to go to Wembley and we are going to get that win. We are going to win tomorrow.
I'm liking the confidence here because I'm extremely nervous about this. Like I've been saying,
Eddie,
because we beat them at Old
got this.
Trafford, we can
We got this.
beat them again. Yeah, because the thing is, like the team that we beat at Old Trafford, it's not the same one. It's not the same team, right? They've
It's
changed
a
the
better
tactics.
team. No, but this team is performing better than the team at Old Trafford is performing. Look at Wan-Bissaka since the turn of the thingy. Look at Rashford, the turn. These guys are playing fantastic. Dallo as well. Dallo's been having a good season as well, even though he's in and out of the team as well. Casemiro in the last, say, 5 or 6 games, he's been banging goals. He's been playing fantastically well as well. So, again, people sit there and they criticise Jadon Sancho. But I think Jadon Sancho just does what Jadon Sancho meant to do for Manchester United in how Ten Hag's playing him. And he's chipping in 1 or 2 goals here, there and everywhere. So I don't think the team is as bad as what everyone think it is. I think the team is a good team, but it's now what all we need is in summertime is getting a few more additional, and the team will then progress. But it will still take us another 2 or 3 years.
You've remember that band Imagination, and they've done it's illusion. Yeah, illusion. We don't want to talk about Harry Kane next season. We talk about Saturday tomorrow. There's no Harry Kane tomorrow. There's no, there is no tomorrow, as Apollo would say. The game tomorrow is what we've got with the players that we've got. And I don't want to be hearing about Harry Kane and what things in the future. And like they were trying to go, of course, in the media are saying, what do you think about if you lose tomorrow? Will it affect this? I mean, let's just focus on each game that comes. This game coming up is massive. We've had a week, 6-7 days to prepare for this. And that's great for us because Ten Hag is a genius. Systems win games, not individual players, systems. So regardless of, we can try and devise a solo 11. By the way, check out solo 11 on our pre-match. We can try and devise a solo 11. We could be here scratching our brains out. But it comes down to what the manager sees on the training ground. He must have been handicapped by thinking maybe Martial would have been in the plans. He's had to adapt to that, and now come with a new strategy. But the thing remains, the personnel have to be on it. They have to be focused. Because I believe in Ten Hag, because the evidence is there. He's done it this season. He's already beaten Man City. How many sides can say that, Arsenal, this season?
Yeah.
Met them
Arsenal
3
lost
times.
3 times.
So he's demonstrated already he can beat them. And I'll give you a pointer here. When we lost our first 2 games, or in September, we lost to Brentford, we lost to Brighton. We were like, oh my God, what's going on? Eddie, you do shows. Sophie, you do shows. It must have been a nightmare, with all the abuse in the comments and people going to work and feeling it. But we had 7 days or 8 days until the next match, which was, God damn it, was Liverpool. We were like, oh no, this season's going to go to pots.
I was
during those 8 days, he was on the training ground and he prepared the team properly. And this is what the same thing applies to tomorrow. We've had time on the training ground to prepare the team, and mentally we need to win, as we did against going into Liverpool, that Liverpool game. And now emotionally, spiritually, everything about this game is massive. This is why I reckon it's the biggest game in nearly a decade, because there's so much that we talk about: the treble, the embarrassment, the first derby, taking on Pep. Pep's more scared. We're better than Inter Milan, and they're playing them next week. So this is a big, big game. And the problem for Pep is we got preparation time, and we got players with experience who know how to put it out there, and we can absorb a lot of pressure, as we showed against in a 2-1 result. You go and check out the 2-1 result. How many 1-on-1s through transitions did we have? How many times did we break on and nearly create chances to score? So many times. So I'm really confident, as Errol was saying, and Mr. B as well. We're confident on the Man United agenda based on the time and the preparation that he's going to stir. He's mixing a bit of everything into this sauce. It's going to be as sweet as, and we're going to enjoy it and have our bellies full with FA Cup come Saturday.
Wow. On Monday just spits fire, I'm just sitting there listening, and I'm like, I'm hoping the players are getting this fed to them. This positivity. That's how you do well in life. If you put in the positivity, all those kind of points, and you drill it in, but you obviously got to have the right plan. Before I come to Mr. B and Sophia for some more reaction or some more predictions and stuff, I just want to go through some more comments. John Boy Cat saying Ten Hag knows what's what. He won't be phased either way. It's a free shot, really. I don't know if it's a free shot though.
Why? Sorry, I need to know. Why is it a free shot? We're Man United. We're not Spurs. We expect
I
we're
want to
going into
Spurs
the
it
game
up.
to win. Yeah, we're going into the game to
I want
win.
a
It's not a
trophy.
free. Yeah, it's not a free hit. It's a exactly. It's a trophy.
Yeah.
I guess the free shot thing is that we've won a trophy already, and we weren't even tipped to win any trophies.
I want
So
another
maybe
one.
that's
How
the
about that,
psychology.
I
people?
want another one. I'm
I
greedy.
Thank you.
want
I want
another
one.
one.
Thank
What is
you.
this club about? Winning
Yeah.
trophies.
Yeah.
Come
We're
on now,
Manchester
people.
United.
Yes.
Every trophy we enter, we need to be winning it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is what Ten Hag was saying in his press conferences. He's
I'll take
saying
Charity Shield. Listen, I'll
the aim
take
is to
Charity
win.
Shield.
Give
I'll
me
take it.
everything.
Even if we go on tour, I'll take it.
Yeah, Ten Hag was saying the aim is to win every game. Like
Yeah.
every time he
Yeah.
was asked about the narrative of Man City doing the treble, he was just saying he was taking the narrative back to himself and the team. We can win a second trophy. Yeah,
Thank
he's
you.
focused on winning 2 trophies and third place in his first season.
Imagine that.
That's
That's insane.
That's amazing for a
Yes.
first
You know what? And that's why I don't think he's going to go defensive. I know we'll probably talk about tactics in a bit.
Yeah.
You see the way you see the way that he's talking with that. He's not talking about defending he's not talking about stopping Man City from doing anything. He's talking about Man United taking, and that's why I think
like that.
tomorrow. That's why I think tomorrow he's going to be talking about. We're going to listen. We'll talk about that, but I think there's going to be. He's talking about. He's not looking to sit back tomorrow. He's not looking to sit back tomorrow.
All right, we'll see. Let me just go through a few more comments before we get into, I'm going to go through a little bit of what Pep was talking about in his press conference, and we'll get to tactics and predictions. Primark, thanks for getting in here. He's saying miracles happen. Come on, United. Yes, man. We've beaten them before, so I don't think it would be a miracle. I think, it's possible. Gaming Simp, bigging up Primark. Bill Badger, thanks for getting in here. Obviously, representing the Man United agenda, so big props to him. He's Dutch, cool, calm, and collected. He is a winner already. Beating City again in the cup final is the icing on what will have been a well-managed first season. That is a big comment. That's a big comment. Gongshi saying they're fizzling nicely. Prima already predicting a Man United win. I don't know who you're talking about there, but yeah, man. We got confidence on this panel, man. I think we could do it. Big up to Box getting in here. This is one of the followers of the Man United agenda as well. So thanks for getting in here. I'd like this 11 versus City. Valdez. Wait, hold on. Valdez by Rajovic, Martinez, Fellaini, even
Okay.
Wow.
I think he just picked those names. He picked those names out of a hat.
I mean, Fellaini
Valdez.
in there. I mean, come on.
But
Really?
listen.
I mean,
man.
Box is a Man United fan.
I love Rojo though.
Sure,
I love
Box is
Rojo.
a team,
So
I mean, Vidic.
In there.
I love Rojo. I love Rojo, but when you're putting Fellaini in there, man, I'm pulling out. I'm not having that, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the Fellaini in there. I mean,
Fellaini
remember when
is
some
probably
of the
the only
football,
one I'll pull
Fellaini
out.
would just do a long ball.
He got for sunstroke.
And get it onto his slab head.
Listen, that little afro, mate, used to just like the ball just skidded off it. That was it. Score some vital goals for us, but take him away from that team.
Oh, big up to OHB getting in here. Thanks for getting in. Thomas Board is saying, would you rather we beat City, but City win UCL or vice versa?
Listen,
I don't care. If we're gonna beat City, I don't give a.
I don't care if they win the Champions League. I just don't want them to win the FA Cup.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want to stop them winning the treble, because I think it's inevitable that they're going to win the Champions League. Like, they're knocking on the door. They've been to 2 semi-finals, been to a final. It's like,
I don't know,
this
man.
season,
I think Mkhitaryan will stop them, man. I think Mkhitaryan will have
Yeah,
something to say about
Lukaku
that, man.
would make the Stallion on this. Come on, he's gonna.
I don't know, the way they dispatch Real Madrid, it just seems like it's destiny for them.
Yeah, but you know what it is?
Inter.
You know what? You know what it is though, Eddie? You play well in that game, but when it comes to the final, it's always he overthinks the final. He always overthinks it, and that's what I want him to do: overthink it.
I'm
And
not sure,
Lukaku-
because Pep's learning from that overthinking kind of stuff. I mean, we saw when he's changed his formation from the 4-3-3 to like the 3 what was it? The 3-4-2-1. You know what? How he pushed Jones into the midfield. It's like he's kind of worked out something where it's just working. You know. So I don't know. I hope he overthinks the
Eddie,
FA Cup final.
But Eddie, don't you find it after the World Cup that when Wan-Bissaka came back in the team, didn't you realise what thing was doing with it? Where Ten Hag was almost getting Eric Wan-Bissaka so high up on the pitch as well, and then all of a sudden, then you see Pep Guardiola start doing that, and then all of a sudden his fortune changed.
Okay.
I'll put it like this. I think Pep he's granted he's the best manager in world football right now. His philosophy is fantastic. You can see what he's done at big clubs. He's never really been at a club without money. He's been at Bayern Munich, Barcelona, fantastic team they had there. He inherited that as well. But what he done, I think, when people adapt, don't they? There's a standard, it's like world records in athletics. One day, Usain Bolt's record will get beaten because that's the measuring bar, and people adapt and change their training methods and adapt and copy it and get to that formula. We saw in second place this season, fantastic team of Arsenal. They had a manager who came straight from Pep. So he put the left back into midfield to make that box midfield. He done everything that Pep was doing. So when they met and Pep realised their challenge, Pep stepped it up and said, like one of his old kung fu movies, I didn't teach everything. You are my apprentice. I did not teach everything. So that's when you suddenly saw him go to 3 centre backs at the back and then having John Stones in midfield rather than the fullback sort of thing. Got rid of Cancelo, who we all felt last season was one of the best fullbacks in world football, just to make a point that I haven't taught you everything I know. It's that film Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon when the woman Arthur says to the thing, you read the book. And she said, and the student says, but I knew everything before, I knew everything already, or something like that. But it's the other way around, where the master, as in Pep, knew more than Arteta. So when Arteta went to go match him like for like, suddenly he's having to deal with a whole new system here, and that's masterful. So I'll give him credit for that. So but like Errol said, he does sometimes overthink, and this is where we get to the situation where he might be thinking to himself, the most important thing here is the Champions League. Okay, and he, like you said, he did lose to Chelsea. Had a great opportunity. He dropped Rodri and put in someone like Bernardo Silva or someone else, which is a big mistake because Rodri is key. So he changed it last minute, trying to overthink, and it slapped him in his face. So this time around, he's thinking. I think he's going to go and play a weaker team against Man United. So if he does lose, the pressure's on him. There is pressure. If he does lose. Already, we know he's not playing Edison, as Errol informed me earlier. And you see in the last couple of games since they've won the title, they've eased up a bit, playing a few rotational players, and they didn't get the results they required, or they really wanted. So
I really hope that spoiled their momentum, to be honest. But,
well, that's what I say. You can't do that. You can drop off and then you suddenly expect them to turn it up again, just like that, So I think it plays to our advantage. Who's really under pressure here? The manager who's trying to get their first Champions League since 2011, or a manager who's trying to get his first treble ever, not first treble, but the first English treble since '99. Who's really under pressure? Or Ten Hag, who's got to say it's my first season. I didn't get any signings in January. Martial's out. A lot of players injured.
Everyone's out basically.
Martinez is out. My best centre back is out, and. I'm just here to enjoy it. Who's really under pressure here? That's why I'm saying I think Pep will take his foot off the gas and not play his strongest team to have that backup excuse. Say, well, I look at my goalkeeper. I didn't play my strongest team, and I'm playing for the Champions League final next week. He's
starting Ortega, isn't he? Like he's not playing his best keeper.
What's that? If you really, because it works both ways. If he wins, he can say, "Oh, look, I rotate and I still win." If he loses, he can say. I'm just
did Ortega play in all of the rest of the previous?
I heard.
He started all them FA Cup games. Yeah.
Oh well, there you go then. He has to play. He's the FA Cup goalie. Okay.
Right.
It's like when we had Sergio Romero in the Europa League years back. He played in the final.
Good point.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna go through a few more comments, but we gotta skip on to the tactics that we think is gonna happen. I mean, we've been through some tactics already, but I just gotta try and unearth some more comments coming in. There's a lot of comments, guys. Bear with me. Rajat V, thanks for getting in here. Consolo or 100. got Consolo or Hojland over Kane.
That's beyond.
Yeah, that's for the
let's
future.
Let's talk about the game and what we got, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. We need some brainstorming here with what we got for tomorrow.
Yeah. Pretty much saying the hair, our X Factor, he'll have a worldie. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to rely on him too much, you know. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope he has a very, very quiet game.
Yeah. But we need to do our business in midfield, though. That's the thing. I sense we're going to be sitting deep quite a bit, you know. We're going to have to.
Defense got to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We won't be sitting deep.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure.
100%.
I've got to say, 100% convinced with what Solo is saying. That's from about 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
So that no, I'm trying to remember what was being
Solo
said.
talk about Harry Kane.
No, it wasn't about Harry Kane. Because I think it was to do with oh god, yeah, I'll come back to it. I'll remember it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
give me 2 minutes.
Rajat said I'm counting on Varane and Bruno to play 9 out of 10. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a lot of good performances, man. But guys, I'm gonna try and get to your comments as we go along, but I've got to progress the show. Big up to G Wolf getting in here. Big up to big up to yourself. Let me see what you're saying, lad, before I move on. Saying someone said I'm not a real United fan because I don't support owners for spending less when we're in the Champions League. Nah, that's mad. That's mad. You know what I mean? Like, we hopefully got to get this takeover so we don't have to talk about these Glazers, man. But yeah, that's for the future, man. But before we get into tactics, I just want to just go over quickly what Pep Guardiola was saying. So firstly, I mean, I was listening, and he's kind of similar to Ten Hag, where he's playing down the occasion. He was asked about how he feels about a team that is determined to stop them doing the treble, and Pep was saying it's a final, nothing else. He's similar to Ten Hag. He just plays it down. He just wants to focus on the occasion. In terms of what else he was saying, apparently Bruno said they're the best team that's about nowadays, and Pep was saying sometimes. So he's been very humble. He's been very humble, you know, because they could win a treble, you know. Mm-hmm. So for him to say that they're sometimes the best team, so that's a bit too humble to say that. If they did a treble, they're the best team around. So he's also trying to keep cards close to his chest, isn't he, with that kind of thing? Another question he was asked is, will Ten Hag have some surprises? And I was thinking he was asked that because obviously Ten Hag was with Pep at Bayern Munich. So I'm guessing people were thinking, you know, maybe Ten Hag has showed like some of his his tendencies of what he can do. But, Pep was saying it could happen, but he doesn't think there'll be any surprises. You know, I don't think, because if there's going to be a surprise, maybe Ten Hag will show that he's overthinking it if we see something different. I'm not sure. Sophia, do you think
we need to do something different?
What's that, Mr. B?
I think we need to do something different.
Something that we're not tried before in the season.
Not necessarily not tried, but do something different. There's patterns of play. Listen, man, these people ain't getting paid all these £1 million because their brains think like mine and yours. He's sitting down there. So Monday said he's had a week. He's had a week. A lot of things happen in a week, you know. So
yeah,
he's not.
Well, we can't go toe to toe with them. Like, we got to be realistic. We cannot be like, let's all show up. We gonna be toe to toe. Whoop, nope, we're not there yet. Just have a plan, execute that game plan, go get the W.
I think as well, simple. Part of the plan, I believe as well, Scott will start tomorrow.
Why?
Scott who? What, is that Casemiro's middle name?
Huh?
Yo, what's your nickname for McTominay, Mr. B?
McFred, innit?
Am I allowed to say it?
Let's go.
Freeze.
Yeah. Muck Bumble Hole, yeah? That is my name. Listen, Solo, I love you, man. But there's no way
you
he is started.
Different, so
you're saying try something different, and I'm going to go play Scott in the middle. Why not? Play Scott.
What the
And
middle
then
of
obviously
front?
go middle of the park, and then get Scott to basically do a job on De Bruyne.
But Fred did that
Oh,
last time, and Fred did it exceptionally.
He
Yeah.
did, but yeah, true. But I'm gonna say I'll start. I love Fred, yeah. I love Fred, yeah. But
You
I'll
That's your
start
boy.
Scott. I'll start Scott in the middle of the park.
Really?
Your box is saying I'd play Fred and
Oh, I don't know if I
McTominay.
want to see McFred.
But
Ooh.
again, I
How
get that
would
as
that
well.
work? Are you
Do you
gonna
know-
I get that.
drop
I
him?
get
you know,
that.
Box
I
has
get that,
dropped
you know
two. He's dropped two very, very narcotic fueled thingies there. He put a team with Bailly and Fellaini in, and now he's talking about no Box.
But the record against City, they're good records they've got against City.
Yeah, but why? The question is, why would we play them? There's got to be a method to the madness that we're talking here on the show.
For me,
We're getting
I'm
laughed
not. I wouldn't start
We
both
have
of
to
them. To be honest
justify.
with
If we
you.
say something, we should justify why we think that would work and what behind it.
For me, if we're playing Scott in the middle with Casemiro, I'm talking about doing a man marking job on to stop De Bruyne.
But he can't do that job.
I don't think McTominay is going to do that.
Mhm.
I'd rather
Yeah,
have Fred
he
do
can do
that
the job.
job. Fred is
Look.
way more we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the energy and
For me,
tenacity.
look, when we're talking about how we stop the thing, how we stop City, I've been looking, like, for this show, I've been looking at the previous games we played. We played 6-3 and we had a 2-1 result. And they're majorly different, the games. Obviously, home and away advantage, that kind of thing. In the 6-3, that was the first game, okay, that we had against them. And that was a mauling because they really outplayed us. And some of our players, like Ericsson, didn't pick up Foden for some of the goals. It was sort of like typical Man City goals, tap-ins, cutbacks, that kind of thing. And they got in front of us. And they worked us. They worked us. And then the simple ball in across the 6-yard box, tap in. So I think it's important that what we saw in the 2-1 was an adaptation. The players and the manager made adjustments to make sure we won the game. We were a lot more narrow. We stopped the overloads wide because that's what they do. They play you, they get overloads wide. So that's why I think if you're going to say McTominay, I agree with you. I think McTominay and Fred have to be in the mix because.
But then where would Casemiro come in then?
Let me make my point because Anthony's not available. As I'm thinking, Anthony's not available.
Anthony's not
Bruno
available.
Fernandes, I like him where he is on your tactics board there. I think Bruno could play there or mix it up. I think Rashford, Martial's not fit. Martial's not playing, so Rashford will play up top, and then we could put Ericsson, Fred where Rashford is now, and Ericsson in the hole. So there's some variations you could play here. One, because I don't want my Bruno Fernandes will work back for sure to double up on Grealish with Wan-Bissaka or Dalot. On the other side, which Luke Shaw at left back, I think Rashford shouldn't be there. It should be someone like Fred who can work back and double up. And then we could play narrow. We've got to play narrow, protect the middle of the pitch because they can do whatever they want wide. But when the ball comes over to in the middle, we need to clear it and have numbers there. Let's not allow them to play through us like we're monkeys, you know. Then when we break, we need to have the energy to get up the pitch. And trust me, we create so many chances this season under Ten Hag, whether it's crossing from the half space, whether it's transitions, playing Rashford through. This is how we score our goals. But we need to be clinical. This is the main thing. Like
Okay, so on Monday,
we need to execute our plan. So there is a way to beat Man City. We keep compact, we keep narrow, and then we have players like Fred, McTominay, and Bruno on the pitch. We don't forget the wide man thing. Don't start Garnacho. Don't start Sancho, maybe, and then bring these guys on later on. But the most important thing, protect us. So we start with a 0-0. Protect that, guys, because we will create opportunities. Don't start, because if they score first, game over.
So on Monday, I was going to say, we don't have Martial, right? So what's your team going to be then? Like everyone get in on this. Like
Rashford at top, Bruno on the right, McTominay where Ericsson is. On the left is Fred.
What the fuck?
And Casemiro.
Jesus Christ, what are you talking about?
Casemiro and McTominay. Fred on the left, Bruno on the right.
No.
Sorry.
I beg you. Move me next to Sophie, car. I need to give him on the uppercut.
Casemiro with Ericsson. Then you got McTominay where Ericsson is in the hole, Fred on the left, and Bruno on the right. Trust me, if you want to be compact, you want to be narrow, that will work. And I got that from last time, and he made a lot of sense. He justified it. And then we can hit them on transition. And then later on, when the game's getting stretched, if it's 0-0, imagine it's 75 minutes 0-0, and we bring on Garnacho.
It's not going to be 75 minutes at 0-0.
Shouldn't we really have a game plan where we stop them, prevent them from scoring? Because if they score first, we're in trouble. We won't see the.
And so what if we score first? What if we score first and we catch them on the counter for the rest of the game?
Then we're protected. Then we're nice and solid. The main thing is don't let them score. We start at 0-0. That's a good start. Let's get to 75 minutes, 80 minutes, like we did with Everton in 985, with 10 men, and be compact. That's the main thing. It's a final. Finals aren't always exciting. But the main thing is you've got to go out and win. And we need a game plan. Stop them playing through us like bitch. Sorry, I'm going to say it like bitches. We ain't bitches anymore. We ain't bending over. Let's keep it compact and tight. And that's why Fred, McTominay, all these guys will do a brilliant job by being in there.
Sophie, please. Sophie, please. Just light him up, please.
Yes. Yeah, so Sophia, before I come to you though, let me just check out what people say in the comments because there's lots of comments coming in. Just hold the thoughts 1 second. I want to get everyone involved. Rajat V saying Luke Shaw at centre back. Okay. I mean, I'm thinking we're going to go with Lindelof. I'm not sure if Luke Shaw's in there for that. Box saying, this is a serious one from Box. David here, Amram Saka, Varane, Lindelof, Shaw, Bruno, Fred, Casemiro, and McTominay as well. Why are you going McTominay too, man? Ericsson and Rashford. Okay. Rajat Fee saying Fred at centre attacking mid. I don't want to see this experimentation. In my
Come on, we grown here. Come on now.
But you know what the thing is, though, as much as we're saying it is, if Eric Ten Hag sort of gone and done that and put that out and we've gone and win the game, everyone will be sitting there calling him a genius.
No, I'll be calling him lucky.
It will be lucky. Big T saying it's all set up perfectly for Weghorst. Big T has been a big proponent of Weghorst. I really don't think we're going to see him, man.
I don't think you're going to see Weghorst.
Come on.
Even Maguire.
Weghorst is scoring the winner.
Imagine he come on.
I'm just manifesting it. I'm just manifesting. I feel like it's written, people. It's written.
Yo, pretty much saying what Mr. B was saying. Attack the shit out of the team right off the hop. This isn't a match for sitting back.
Wow.
Nah, I don't think we can do that.
That's not going to be that.
What do you expect? What do you think Pep thinks we're going to do? Pep thinks we're going to sit back like puss tomorrow.
We don't sit back and be in a mid block and contain them like that.
Do what you gotta do. Just win. I don't care how we do it. Win.
I'll take it on goal, Sophia.
So Sophia, you be more than happy with him putting that team out that a Monday sprinkled from mid-air.
No.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thank you.
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, fine.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see McDonald's.
Well, can I just throw it out? Would anyone start with Garnacho, who doesn't start many games?
Yes.
In the solo team, he is in it. In solo team.
Yeah, I would be starting Garnacho.
I actually wouldn't.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would prefer him to be on the bench and then come in as an impact sub. I think it will be more beneficial if we do that because he was starting in that Fulham game. I mean, and I felt like, that Tete guy had him on the wraps, the fullback.
Tete.
Tete. And I don't know. I just feel like he looks so much better when he comes off from the bench. Although, of course, he was warranted and deserved to start that game. I'm not saying he wasn't. But I think in regards to tomorrow's game, I think it would be a lot better for him to come on when we need somebody to show up in the second half is what I'm saying. And I think he can do that.
So have you said you think is starting up front for us then? Do you see like Rashford through the middle? Because I think Rashford's going to be through the middle, right?
I think so too. I think it'll probably be... the thing is though, I don't really prefer seeing Bruno to start on the right. I'll rather see him maybe move to the right in the second half. But then again,
during gameplay. Yeah.
Because there's been certain games where I feel like that's worked a lot more when you change it up. but not if he starts on the right, if that makes sense. So I don't know. If Anthony was available, then I would have said Anthony on the right. But at the same time, I wouldn't actually mind seeing. Dang it, I wouldn't mind seeing Sancho on the right though. He's looked a little bit good.
Ah, see,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
Everton
talking
have
about.
been-
So, see, Sophia, that's what I'm talking about. Sancho's starting to pop. You know
He
what I
looks a
mean?
lot more
Sancho,
confident on the
yeah.
right. There's something, I don't know. He just looks a lot more on it
And with
when
it
he
as well,
plays on the
Sophia,
right.
you've got to remember as well, he's got a lot to prove in this game as well because Man City let him
100%.
go as well.
He ain't
So
got nothing
he'll be
to
up.
prove. He's got
Who be up?
nothing to
Who
prove.
be up for the game? Though? Who be up for it?
I think he would be. I think he would be.
I can go with that. I can go with Sancho starting. I think that makes a lot of sense, guys. I wouldn't personally do it, but I bring him off from the bench or something. But I can understand where we're missing Anthony, we're missing Martial. I think maybe Sancho could possibly get a look in.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go on.
Before the season started, we said we never want to see Fred and McTominay playing in the same
You
team
did,
again.
not me. Not you did,
Oh,
not me.
was it just me? Was it only me?
Listen,
No,
Am I
I'm,
the
I'm
only
with
one?
I'm with you. I'm with you. But you know,
Okay. So on Monday, you were happy to see Fred play.
Stop lying.
Systems wins games. That's part of our personnel. I'm not going to look into the future like Errol and start thinking about Harry Kane or other players. We've got to work with what we've got, and I think these guys are crucial. They both work hard. McTominay and Fred, they work hard, and they can shut down.
Yeah, but
It's all about spaces.
But what do they do when they've got the ball on Monday? It's football. It's not long distance running.
Fred was the one. If you look at the 2-1 victory, Fred was the one who drove into the box and squared it for us to score. That's what they do. They've got their drive to win transition.
What about just starting one of them?
They get forward and they also get back. They've got the energy to do that. Casemiro and Eriksen don't really have the legs for that, but we need players on the pitch, whether it's Fred or McTominay or both of them, maybe just to put that work in.
I'm thinking
Bruno, we can
Casemiro,
trust
Fred,
One.
and Eriksen. But then, or maybe not Eriksen. Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno.
We can't give them
I'm not
space.
sure,
We can't afford to give them the space to kill us. They will kill us if we give them the space. We have to protect what we got.
No, I get it, but I should make Fred brother. No.
Thank you, Sophia. Thank you.
Let's not go backwards. Let's come on now. We're moving
Thank
forward.
you. Fred's not even going to be here next season.
Guys, there's an elephant in the room is here. Errol's listening to you right now talking about Fred, disrespecting him. Now, Errol,
Exactly.
you're to come in and defend
No.
Fred.
I don't mind having Fred starting. Fred did a hey.
No, she
I'm
said
just
Fred can
saying.
start.
I don't have a
Okay.
problem with Fred starting. I just don't want to see Fred and McTominay together.
Why?
Yeah,
Guys,
guys,
I
I
don't
think
think
it's
that's
got
gonna
to be Fred and Casemiro because they've got that Brazilian chemistry as well.
And
And
it
we've
did
seen
work.
how Fred has marked De Bruyne out of the game
Yes.
at Old Trafford.
So is
We've got to have
Eriksen
that energy
starting
in
then?
there.
So you wouldn't have Eriksen then?
For me, I think we've got to go like Rashford through the middle, right? And on the left, I'm not sure he's going to start on the left. I'm really not sure. Through the middle, I mean, Eriksen, he's in favour right now, isn't he? And he's had some good games. But the thing is, he doesn't really have the legs, does he?
But the thing is, since injury, do you think he's really and truly had any 8 out of 10 games since he's been back from injury? He hasn't, has he?
Nah, he's had some average games.
His games have been
To be
average.
honest. I think he has been burning out from the amount of games he's played before the injury, and the injury must have slowed him down as well. So
no one replicates what Eriksen does. No matter what we
No.
say, we need a player like him who can dictate
I
the play.
think so too.
And when we have got the ball, when we're suffocated, not getting the ball for 20 minutes, when we do get the ball, I'd rather see Eriksen on the pitch and he can sort of slow it up and keep us retaining the ball in those situations. Big Wembley pitch. It's really important. I think Eriksen has to be in and around the team.
We're going into battle with no bullets on Monday. All we're going to have is bulletproof vests.
But we have a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, but it's not enough. All these ones are going to stand up there spinning around, taking the bullets. That's all you're going to be doing the whole game, spinning around. Pie. Eventually, we're going to get hit, and we have to have something else.
You can't have a shower without getting wet, as they say.
All right, guys.
Let's
Let's move on and talk a little bit about Pep as well, because the formation I've got up there for Pep, right? He's changed that, right? We know he's gone for pushing a defender into the midfield, right? He's gone for this kind of thing where he's pushed Jones into the midfield. This is the team that battered Real Madrid, made them look like pensioners, right? So it's most likely he's going to start with this kind of thing, isn't it? Like, I just want to ask, because we've seen Ten Hag. He's actually played a similar formation. I don't know if you guys remember in the FA Cup when we played against Brighton, right? We started off with the 4-2-3-1, yeah. But what I noticed is that Shaw was pushed into the midfield.
The only difference is that Pep does it with a centre back, and Ten Hag does it with a left or a fullback, a left or right back. So whereas Pep's is more regimented in the players that move, I think we're freer in regards to sometimes it's Wan-Bissaka dropping in there, or it's going to be Shaw in there. I think Pep's one is a bit more regimented in regard to that. It's Stones and Rodri, and it's to everybody else behind them. I think ours is a little more fluid. I mean, the gaps is probably quicker, is probably closer for what's his name? Stones to step into, but I just think that ours is a little bit more fluid side to side.
Yo, Sophia, can you see us doing this kind of thing? Like maybe we might try and match them up with doing, the 3-2-4-1 formation. Can you see it happening?
Maybe. We could do something similar. I mean, would Luke Shaw maybe play as a centre back again, as we did when we won against them at Old Trafford? He could do that, but I don't know if he would. It's difficult because since we don't have Martial and whatnot, I don't know if. Would you guys think that Weghorst will be starting, or are you guys saying no?
No, I think we've got to do Rashford through the middle. We've got to have the pace in behind.
I do prefer Rashford on the left, though. That's the thing. I feel like we're missing a little bit.
You know what, though? The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm on here, and the more you guys are talking about it, the more I think Weghorst will start.
I feel that the same.
I feel he will start.
Why?
And the reason I feel he will start is because obviously of his ability holding up the ball, holding up play to bring players into the game. And then it's obviously for me, then it's you got utilizing Rashford and then Sancho with sort of overlapping with that going forward, past them and stuff like that to get the ball.
He couldn't hold up a post office with his thing. He ain't got that ammunition or nothing like that. The guy, that's what he's supposed to do. He's not doing his job. Tim, even on penalty day, he couldn't hold up. They'll beat the crap out of him. The guy is 6'6" and he's struggling. I would backed him. I thought, he's got game, but he hasn't provided that. I'm interested.
In training, though, I'm on there. In training, obviously, we're not there, so we're not sure what Ten Hag sees, but I wouldn't start him. I would not start him. I'll start Rashford all day long. Mm-hmm. But we're talking about changes and where we can see the changes come into it. And Ten Hag could bring it in and just mix it up a little bit.
Yo, Errol, real quickly, though, maybe it's a possibility that he starts Weghorst, so we can absorb
defense. Oh, that's it. Yeah, we can absorb bullets for 75 minutes.
Because Mr. B, the thing is that the plan could be just to absorb everything, like we'll be part of the bus, and then bring on a Rashford, or
Garnacho. Bring on Garnacho
in the second half
or something. Yeah.
Can I just remind you?
Garnacho.
We're all old enough. We're all old enough here. Do you remember the great Barcelona side? And they came up against Mourinho into Milan. And Milan had a game plan, which they worked against this great Barcelona side. Man United, and we had two finals against them. We had a game plan. We had the Korean boy to do a little different job to man mark Messi or stand around him. It didn't work. But when you got a game plan, this is how you beat great sides like City. This is how you beat great sides like Barcelona. All managed by Pep.
Didn't Sir Alex decide to not use Jisung Park in the final?
He did in the final instead of Scholes, I think. So that we have to have a game plan out there to beat this side. The main thing what Inter Milan did really well is they suffocated their space. They didn't leave gaps and that kind of thing. what with all this passing that Pep does, it's not to sort of or the goal of that is to get your players out of position to open up things. That's why they just rotate, recycle, because they would drag people out of position. So Lindelof, for example, you've got him on this tactics board here. He's someone. Does he go deep with Haaland? Say, right, I'm going to pick him up all the time and leave space in behind. If we're going to play that so-called three at the back, does he go deep with him or does he pass him off? So there you need communication for one. Whatever they decide to do, they need to be communicated at times and know exactly, right, he's coming, you pick him up or whatever. And we need to not get dragged out of position, which allows them space, which is so important, to kill us. Because that's what they do to sides. They kill people by creating space, by dragging you all over the park and then just opening up and it looks like easy tap-ins. But when you really break it down, they've moved you, shifted you around the pitch like suckers.
Yeah, on Monday, I would say it would be good, if we could try and match them up with this 3-2-4-1, because then we could man mark Haaland. We've seen when he's not getting service, he doesn't do anything. If we can just have one player on him, and
Luke Shaw did it.
Luke Shaw, Old Trafford, you know what I mean, pocketed him. So I
As
hope
a left
we can
back.
actually do that kind of thing. Before
what they need to do as well, they need. Oh, go on.
Yeah, go on, Aaron, go on.
No, I was going to say what they need to do is watch videos of how Brighton defended against Haaland. How, you know what I mean? I think they're the only team he hasn't scored against.
Really?
Well, can I just say, going back to when we played in 2-1, Haaland kept coming deep to get the ball. And when he did get the ball, we didn't allow him to turn, to do anything. And then it got to the point where Rodri, we stuck a man in Rodri. Rodri, when they were trying to play out from the back, Rodri was getting stifled because we had a man on him all the time. So what they did mid-game, this is what Pep's brilliant at, he got Bernardo Silva, who's playing high at the pitch. He was the guy coming deep to carry the ball out. You know what I'm saying? So with these in-game, we might have a plan, but the game changes. It's fluid, isn't it? It's like water, as Bruce Lee would say. So game changes, and we need to adapt to the changes that are being made. You need reactive people on the pitch like Casemiro, Eriksen, guys who are leaders, Bruno, who can really.
Everybody got to be on it. Everybody has to follow the game plan, follow the instructions, go.
That's true. That's true. But guys, in the comments, I don't want to neglect what you guys are saying. Thanks for getting in your feedback. Let's just go through some comments before we get to our predictions for the game. Right, Rajat V saying, "Don't give City much space." That's the thing, man. We need to be closing down the space. Maybe man marking, going for man if we can do that. Big T, we bought Sancho to fill our need for a right winger, then play them on the left. Still confuses me.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, all I'll take now for this game is that he's had some good games in the last few games he's played. He's got some confidence. So yeah, I think we just got to keep playing them in. I mean, against Fulham, was he on the right wing? Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we just got to keep him there. I'm not sure he's going to start on the left, but we need to keep Sancho in there. I think. Moving on. Buck saying we can't have Fred and Casemiro against the midfield four of KDB, Rodri, Silva, and inverted left back. See, this is what I was saying earlier. I think we may match them up. Because if we get outnumbered in that midfield,
long day.
I think it could be curtains. It's going to be a long day. Big T saying, thinking outside the box, Dallo, right wing back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka next to Casemiro. Not sure about that.
Yeah.
Fred behind the striker. Wan-Bissaka can stop De Bruyne. I mean, I like Wan-Bissaka's slide tackles and stuff, but he's not done that inverted role, has he? Into the midfield.
No, he has. He's played. Yeah, he has. He has done it. He's done it in a few games this season.
Has he? I've seen when he tried it, when Ten Hag tried it with Malacia. I've seen that. And
he's done it a couple of games.
Let's move on higher up the pitch a lot more.
He's like, when you watch him play now, he's more on sort of like, you see him more or less, rather than coming out on the right-hand side on the wing there, he's normally more central near the 18-yard box and stuff like that now when he comes forward.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see that because, Wan-Bissaka, one of the best one-on-one tacklers.
Yeah, because he's done it against Sevilla as well. He did it where he basically P-rolled the ball. He didn't get nothing behind him. He almost P-rolled it sort of to the keeper as well in that game.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Rajat V saying no 4-3-3 because Real got battered playing 4-3-3.
We're Man United, not Real Madrid. Not when Luka Modric was playing left back as well. So we've got
See,
to
that's
remember
the
that as
thing.
well.
They had old timers in there. They had Kroos
Yeah.
as well. You know, they were running out of legs. We've got legs in there. If we play Fred and Casemiro, we've got legs in there. You know, we've got more fitness than Kroos and a Modric, who were just they're aging. You know, I think they were retired in that game against for Real Madrid. They didn't do anything. Box saying we went attacking versus Liverpool and lost 7-0. Oh, we can't have that on our minds, guys. We can't be afraid.
Where's the positive energy, man? Box, come on, man. Positive energy. FA Cup final.
No, but I think like yes, we can't go toe to toe. We can't do it.
We just got to absorb the pressure. Got to absorb pressure.
Yeah.
Absorb the pressure and catch them on a counter
Yes.
Yeah.
Do that, and they can
Box
work.
also saying, what formation do Brentford play? They've beaten City twice this season. Oh, they've done a double.
They've beaten them twice, yeah.
Yep.
They play three at the back, 5 in midfield, wing backs as well, and they got 2 solid pivots, and then obviously 2 up front with Tony and Mbeme.
Mbuemo, yeah.
Mbuemo, that's the one.
Yeah.
Tony didn't play the last game though.
No.
You see, that's the formation I would love us to do, you know, because they have 2 up front. They play like 3-5-2, 5-3-2. They kind of transition, don't they? Like, if we had a pairing up front that could actually develop some chemistry, like, I think we'd see more goals. Because a lot of the time we see our strikers just like, you know, is isolated. So, I mean, I think it's a bit too late to try and experiment with that kind of thing, though.
Yeah,
you know, it's like something that would have to be drilled on the training ground. You know, Rajat saying can't counter with McTominay.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I mean, under Ole,
somebody can drive with the ball. He can get up and down the pitch.
Exactly. The boss is 80 yards. He runs 60 yards, wasting 4.5 seconds to get there, and passes it 5 yards because he doesn't want to waste a pass. Go with McTominay, man.
I mean, Mr. B, we could see McBumblehole, man, because he's like fresh. Fresh legs, you know, so
can't, man.
G Wolf saying, I think Sancho left Bruno right. Wait, I think Sancho left Bruno right. Weggy, middle Rashford.
But why are we playing? Because isn't even a midfielder. Why are you playing in midfield? What is this? Everybody's talking about players running. They just want running players. Come on, man.
I mean, real quickly before I carry on to the more of the comments and then get to our predictions, because we're gonna end the show soon. We've seen that we're linked to Mount. Yeah, Mount seems to be one of them kind of guys that's he presses off the ball. He's got a lot of running. Maybe Ten Hag's going for that kind of thing where we have runners. Hopefully not. I want to go for like more possession, more technical standards.
Yeah, I don't want Mount.
I don't know if Ten Hag might be changing what he's done at Ajax to a little bit of something to suit the Premier League.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll take Mount at United any day of the week, man.
Hell.
Over Fred and McTominay every day.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Mr. B, wash your mouth out.
Yeah, he's an upgrade on McTominay. I definitely say that, but it's like
I'm not Fred.
I mean, Fred's issue is that he's not consistent, is it? That's the thing. But
He's not consistently what? Good.
yeah. That's the.
Brother, come on, man. You lot are blinded by. I know we got a final tomorrow, and you lot are all gas. Fred is shit. He's improved under 10. He's improved under Ten Hag because Ten Hag has told him how to play the game. You leave Fred to play. What's he going to be doing?
Mr. B, can I say something to you though? Under Ole in that in the run that we had, Fred was one of our best players that season. Under Ralph Rangnick, Fred was one of our best players.
You love Fred so much you're blinded by him, bruv. He wasn't one of our best players. He played a lot of games. Yeah, if you play enough games, you're going to have 1 or 2 good ones eventually, bruv. Come on.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, That the thing is, like I was saying earlier, like Fred is able to do a job sometimes. We just got to remember when he did mark De Bruyne out of the game at Old Trafford. That's what I'm thinking of. Maybe
Okay.
he's short for this occasion. You know,
If you think do you think Pep hasn't thought about that? Watch Fred, right? De Bruyne, Fred marks De Bruyne. You know where De Bruyne is going to stand? Right back. And Fred's going to be the eject that's going to be going with him while he's not doing nothing. And everybody else is going to be... Fred ain't man marking nobody. Ain't man marking nobody.
About that.
I swear, Mr. B is proper passionate about that. You know, about getting Fred out. You know, I mean, we need consistency. That's the big thing. So I hope we get this takeover where we can go for better players than Mount. We need the Qatari guys to come in because like going for people like Mount, it's kind of an average sign.
No, Mount
I
is there for the system. We can't be thinking prestige signings and all that kind of thing.
Sophia's not having it, lad.
But you know what the thing is, though? Everyone's sitting there thinking we're going to get elaborate players. We're going to go out there, we get taken over. We're going to get all these big names. Ten Hag isn't going to be working with these big name players. He wants players who's going to fit within the system of how he wants to play football.
Thank you.
And that's it. And then these players will become better and better under Ten Hag system. It's like Liverpool. Look at Liverpool. Look at Klopp, or the system Klopp plays. Yeah. And look at some of the players. Klopp went out and people like shaking their head. Why are you getting that person? Why are you getting Robinson? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing... Look at these players now.
Well,
most of them are class players.
Robinson got relegated. Was it Gigi? The Dutch
Wijnaldum as well.
Relegated. Brought them in and made them good players because they fitted the system. So I don't mind going out for Mount if the manager in his third window says, I need this guy. And he will fit the system because we're lacking in that sort of area right now with someone who can work that hard and can start setting traps. That's what Mount would really do. He can really do that. He's intelligent. He's proven he's able to do that. And that's what we've been lacking all season.
Mm-hmm. And the thing with it as well, because we got to remember as well, Ten Hag is playing a system that's not his system. You get Mount in and Mount will then adapt and fit into at least start building the Ten Hag system.
Sorry, you said Ten Hag's playing a system that's not his system.
Yeah,
he's trying to say he's playing a system without the players that is necessary to play that system.
Yeah, where he needs, yeah.
Right,
where he has to,
Yeah, because you see, away from home, we kind of adapt to like the counter-attacking that we've done under Ole.
We've done brilliantly. Can I just say, guys, we have to be a bit more confident here. We've done brilliantly. Remember the game against Arsenal at Highbury, or whatever it's called, Emirates now? We've done well for Spurs being under pressure. We showed we can manage situations like that. I know they scored last minute, but we really showed how compact we can be and prevented them from scoring. You know, it was a really good game. And even at Old Trafford, when we beat them 3-1, slapped them because with transitional goals. You know, we worked out how to absorb pressure. So in every game, no matter how good you are, you're going to have 15, 20 minutes where you're under pressure. You know, with City, it might be 30 minutes or whatever throughout the whole game. But we've got to, what we've shown this season in these different phases of play, where we've been on the back foot, don't get scared, we manage it. We're in control of situations. It's like rope-a-dope, being on the ropes. Everyone's like, oh no, we're low block. Oh God, we're struggling. But really, if you're in control of what you see, when you're breathing nice and calmly, knowing exactly what you're doing, communication throughout the pitch, talking, dragging people over the place, that's control. So you can be in control in situations like that, as proven, referring back to Inter Milan beating Barcelona. They had a game plan because they were in control and knew exactly what they were doing and hit them on the break. Bam, Milito scored a brilliant goal. And hopefully tomorrow it'll be the same thing again.
Fred scored a brilliant goal.
We're in control of situations, and then we have that transition, which is big. You know, they can have 90% possession, they can have 100 shots on goal, but it's one goal that counts. And if we get that and we get it in on goal,
the game out.
Score on a big Wembley pitch, imagine that. I can see someone like being a hero tomorrow. And we got to step up and be a hero. It might not be Rashford or whatever, but when you talk about break, it could be a fullback or something coming up late, pinching the goal. It could be Casemiro, like he does, getting into the box. We've got a lot of big characters here. We lost to Newcastle League. Weeks before that, we won the cup final because Casemiro knows how to get teams through. He was magnificent. So we got players like that. We've got a balance of experience to do that. So let's be confident about what we got here, guys. We've got a really good side. We've got a great manager and we've got players who know how to win.
Yeah. And also, Monday,
go on.
If Ten Hag want Mason Mount, Listen, he's got loads of credit in the bank now.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever Ten Hag wants.
Of course,
Yeah.
I'll back him. I just, for me, it's still important to be like, okay, I don't necessarily agree, but I believe you. And if Mount come next season, he wears the Man United shirt. Hey, there's no agenda over here, pun intended. We will support you. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think Ten Hag's got enough credit in the bank for us to try, and see what he's doing. Try and trust some of these, iffy signings. He's got some credit with the cups that he's. I mean, he's won a cup. It might be cups. So yeah, we might have to trust them.
Mostly cups.
Trust
But
in
yeah,
Ten
we're gonna do our
Hag.
predictions. People in the comments. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to everyone's comments, but big up to Red Devil Studio getting in here. Fellow Man United fans, subscribe to him. Obviously, G Wolf United, Man United fans, subscribe to him as well. Yeah, big up to all you guys getting your comments in. The Vujtinator, Jarvis Cocker as well. Thanks for getting in here. But we're gonna wrap up now. So let's do our predictions. People in the comments, get in your predictions for the scoreline. And be honest. I mean, you can be just like hopeful, but yeah, be honest with your predictions. I'll start off. I think we have to do it. I think it's destiny that this is the first Manchester derby for the
I
final.
feel the same way. Yep.
Yeah, I think we're gonna snatch the game, and I don't think it will be a good watch. I think we snatch it 1-0 on a counter attack. Mr. B, come to you, man, because you're confident with the fact with the idea that we will we'll press them and take the game to them. What's your
3-2. We're going to win the game 3-2. And this is 90 minutes. This isn't even extra time. This isn't nothing. He's not going out there to pet tomorrow. I'm telling you, bro. I am telling you. 3-2.
I like that.
I hope we get goals, and obviously for us to be on the right side of the goals, that would be awesome. Solo, what are you thinking, bro? I know you're confident as well.
My score prediction is normally a 3-1, but I don't think it's going to be a big scoring game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win. I think we're going to come under a lot of pressure. I think we'll be able to soak up the pressure. There's going to be a few nervy moments there, but I believe we will get that 1-0 win. 75, 76 minutes, we'll get that one goal, and we see the game out.
Okay, so that's similar to my prediction there. On Monday, you've come with the fire today as well. What's your prediction, my friend?
Yeah, I think we can win, and I think we're going to win. I think if we got a game plan and we stick to the game plan, we can soak up the pressure. The main thing is to stop them from scoring, deny them space. And I think with the transitions that we have, we've been superb at transitions all season, number one in Europe. I think we've created lots of chances. If you look at the chances that we create in games, it's always direct. Ericsson gets head up, Casemiro out his feet, plays into space, and we've got runners like Rashford who can get on to the end of things. I think I'm really confident that we can soak up a lot of pressure as long as we don't do something stupid, and it won't happen because
Maguire's not played.
Maguire's not playing. Yeah, it won't happen because of that. I think if we organise and we set the team up as we mean to, I agree with Eddie and I agree with Solo that we can get to 75 minutes, bring on a Garnacho, change the game, and score on a transition, and then hold out until 90 minutes and walk up those big steps and get that trophy. Can I just say clarify one final thing? I've said for a long time now, major trophies, Premiership League, Premier League, and the European Cup or the Champions League. Those are major trophies. Domestic cups are minor trophies. Let's be real about it. These days, Champions League and League are the big ones. We are going for a minor trophy in a major game. That's what I'm saying here. I'm not getting too excited. It's a minor trophy, but it's a major game.
But it kickstarts something big.
Yes.
Yes, Sophia. So what's your prediction as well? Are we going to
2-1
kickstart something big? 2-1?
Yeah, Man United. 2-1 Man United.
Yes. That's good.
I believe.
Any more to add to that?
I don't know about you guys, but do you think that most likely, the City players will probably have in the back of their mind just, tad bit the Champions League game? Would they potentially be like, you know what, maybe I don't try to go 100% into this tackle. Maybe I try to go be
That's why you play Scott, because Scott would kick them up in the air.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
I'm just
thinking.
gonna bank a little bit on that, but I believe that we can do it.
Yeah, Sophia, I'm thinking on our side, we've got to at least batter and bruise them within,
We have just this game, and then it's a
yeah,
holiday.
within
They
the
still have another
legality
game
of
to
the
focus on.
game,
You
within
know,
the legality of the game, we've got to make them be
rough,
haggard
rough them up a
for the
little bit.
next game.
Just I ain't saying like hurt anybody, but just make them just say I'll break your leg today, but I'm not gonna do it. But I'm gonna make you think that I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it. Just so that
I,
you have it in the back of your mind.
I'm
Scare them a bit.
advocating legal violence, if that can be said. Slide tackles all day. That's
Yeah.
what
As
I'm
long as
advocating.
it's legal, we all for it.
And with it as well, for this game, I think what I don't know whether the club would do it or not, but very inspirational is to do with the Jimmy Murphy statue was put up, and I don't know if you guys saw the little documentary about it, but if I was Ten Hag and being the manager at Manchester United, I would actually put that documentary up and let the players watch the whole documentary, and then at the end of it, listen to that poem at the end of it, because that was what I mean. It was outstanding, it's breathtaking. It was sort of about what Manchester United build on, about being united together after the Munich disaster, and how Bill Murray, kept that club going. And if people haven't seen it yet, as Maniac fans, you need to go and watch it because it's inspiring. And that's what I'll be playing to the players just before kick-off tomorrow as well.
That's a great shout, because
Love
they need that kind of thing on their subconscious.
They
need
do.
to play with the that feeling of the legacy.
Yeah,
Do right for the club, and represent. So
because if it
I'm
wasn't
gonna
for
go and
him,
watch that
there
later.
wouldn't be a Man United today.
Right, that's
Hello.
a really good shout. Okay, before we wrap up, let me just go through what people are saying for their predictions. Gongshi, yes, got some confidence there. 2-1 to United. Vucnet is saying 1-1. Oh, I don't want to see extra time.
Nope.
United win on pens.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope.
yeah, I don't. We'll be riding our luck to go to pens again. I know we got confidence from winning the previous shootout, but to do it again,
I'd rather kill the game off 1-0.
Mentally and physically,
Yeah.
I can't deal with it. I can't do it.
yeah, we need to win it in normal time. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Rajat V saying 2-1 maybe, or 3-1 to Man United. Imagine if we could get a 2-goal lead and just like sit back and just park the bus.
Remember what happened with Seville?
With what? Oh, you're talking about Europa League?
We're 2-0 up.
Oh no! Don't remind us of the pain.
Yeah, no.
We
I
don't
don't
have that
want
PTSD on our minds with that kind of thing.
No.
Positivity. Woosa.
We have to meditate and focus. That's what I'm saying, Errol.
And
Box is saying yes, 1-0 to Man United. Yeah, hopefully we do that. Primark to getting in with 3-2 to United. That's the same as Mr. B, isn't it?
Yeah.
A gutsy Rashford hat-trick, 88th minute winner. Oh, that would be a fairy tale.
ooh,
Listen,
Beautiful.
celebrating. I still remember that Michael Owen winning goal on what was it, like 94th minute?
Yeah.
Oh yes, Old Trafford
Yeah.
in the derby. Yeah. Oh man, I was almost at orgasm when I saw that. That was beautiful. Imagine we doing that for a cup though. I would die. Last minute winner. That's too
You're gonna come for the cup, yeah?
That's it. But let's wrap up with this comment here. Jarvis Cocker, thanks again for getting in here. Great live chat. Almost like the Flying Pig back in the days. Rushnator, Prima, Berber, G Wolf, Dongshi, and Eddie. We carried the show forward, guys. You were all legends in my eyes. Thanks for getting that message. And by the way, I'm not sure if the Flying Pig wants this to be said, but he's had someone pass on. He's had a family member pass on. So
big up.
Yeah.
Condolences.
Gotta just give condolences to the Flying Pig, because he's been doing so much online. The way he's built his community and the entertainment he does, it's just got to be said that this is life sometimes where unforeseen circumstances happen. So I just want to give a shout out to him and hope he's got his family around him And yeah, he's asked certain people to help out with his future content because obviously with bereavement, you want to take some time away from
As
doing
much time as possible, yeah.
So I'm going to try and help him out where I can. But yeah, just got to give a big shout out to the Flying Pig. And yeah, hope you're holding up, mate.
Yeah, respect.
Right, guys, I've kept my panel on too long here. I said we were going to do an hour, but Mondays come with the fire. Mr. B's come with fire as well. Errol, fire. Sophia, fire as well. You guys, yeah, I've just been listening to you guys. You guys have been carrying the show. I've just been here, just listening to you guys. To be honest, but yeah, thanks for you guys getting in here. Please subscribe to the Man United Agenda. That's who Mr. B, Solo, and on Monday are representing. Get into my description. Their link is there. Can't forget about Sevilla's football talk. She's in the comments. She's in the description as well. Subscribe to her.
Thank you.
And obviously hit the like and subscribe for my humble channel. And hopefully we are celebrating another cup, guys.
And I want to see Ten Hag's dance as well, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Him and Leacher and Anthony. Oh, yeah. I want to see that.
That would be amazing to celebrate another cup. Jarvis Cock is saying, hope we go out in a 4-5-1. All midfielders, just Rashford on top, frustrate the hell out of Man City and dink a goal 1-0. Yes.
Come on, United.
All right.
We need to do it. Just win.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Big up to everyone getting in here. Rajat V, Rouge Tonator, the Box, Gongshi, G Wolf United, Big T, Red Devils United, Rajat V. Yeah, all of you guys, man. Thanks for getting in. Sorry I couldn't get to all your comments, but we're going to wrap it up there. Hopefully we're celebrating another cup. Guys, thanks for sparing your time. And yeah, we'll see you another time. Peace out, guys.
Glory, Man United, the Force Indeed.